Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. In this video, we are gonna take a look at, I was gonna say Hashgraph, Hedra. Well, they use this, it's like a blockchain, but they call it the Hashgraph. I'm gonna break it down because it's super interesting, totally different, but still, you know, so robust and powerful, scalable. People have been comparing this against Constellation DAG as well. So, you know, I'm going to sort of just talk through it. How high can Hedra go? Are you holding HBAR? Because that's what it's called. If this sounds interesting to you, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. I'm going to try and break it down as much as I can. Let you guys understand a bit more about it. Before I do so, I need to let you know I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my own personal opinions on the market. Please do your further research before you invest your money. That being said. Now, I believe... because when you think about blockchain, you have to think about what began back then and where we are today. Now, Ethereum, Bitcoin, those were like the very first few blockchains you could have. And, you know, they're a bit slower than most other ones that we see today. But this one is supposed to be like the next level of blockchain. Well, it's not a blockchain. Well, it's weird because is it a blockchain? Because they use this thing called the hash graph. Now, when you think about the blockchain gets blocks, piece by piece like that, a block, and, you know, that holds all the data, the transactions and whatnots, and that's how we see the blockchain and what's being sent, right? But with a hash graph, it's a bit different because the hash graph is done a bit more randomly, scattered everywhere randomly, but it all connects perfectly to randomized, is it a node, consensus, whatever it is on their hash graph. Look, I'm going to have to look into it more, but it sounds interesting. It's really robust and scalable, and it's really fast. Apparently, it's supposed to be faster than the original blockchain, which is why, you know, I was super interested in Constellation DAG as well, because they do similar things. But DAG uses this thing called the hypergraph, whereas HBAR uses the hash graph. And I'm guessing they're very similar. But here's another thing, because, you know, Constellation says that they're layer 0. So I'm assuming that Hedra must also, or HBAR, must also be a layer 0, meaning that it could, you know, really help Bitcoin and Ethereum because it's before, because, you know, Bitcoin and Ethereum's layer 1. So if this is layer 0, anyway, I don't even know if I said drop that like, give me a subscribe or any of that. Just need to make it clear, it's not financial advice. Do your further research before you invest your money. Let's just break it down more. So let's look into this. So I keep calling hash. Hedra is owned and governed by the world's leading organizations. You can see here big names that, you know, are running behind this. Really, apparently, join a future built on trust. Hedra is the most used enterprise grade public network for you to make your digital world exactly as it should be. Yours. HBAR is the native energy efficient cryptocurrency of Hedra that powers the decentralized economy. Whether you're a startup or enterprise, a creator or consumer, Hedra goes beyond blockchain for developers to create the next era of fast, fair, and secure applications. I could seriously see this blowing up big because think about it like this, like, and you know, when the internet first came out, 1995, it was slow, man. You have that dial. I probably look stupid right now. You know as well because your mum be telling you can't go on the phone while she's on the phone. You got to wait an hour. Well, something like that. What you can only go on it for a period anyway, because you had to disconnect your phone. I don't know if there's young people watching. Back in the day, we had to disconnect we couldn't use the phone at the same time we used the internet because of our stupid dial-up. But now, times have changed. You know, even back then, you was probably on AOL. When was the last time you used AOL? Maybe some of you still do use AOL. But AOL used to be the big thing before Google came about and everything else. Now we just search everything on Google. So times have changed as years have gone on. So even though we have the blockchain today, you know, a blockchain, who's to say that the blockchain isn't going to upgrade as well? Who's to say we're not going to start using hash graphs and hypergraphs? This could be the next version of a blockchain that could seriously blow. And, you know, if that's the case, maybe getting into these projects now could be seriously good. But, you know, it says here the third generation public ledger. Bitcoin pioneered decentralized infrastructure, and Ethereum brought programmability. But earlier proof-of-work blockchains consume massive amounts of energy. It's true. Because, you know, you had to mine it, you had to buy loads of rigs. And that's expensive as well, you know. It ain't cheap to be buying, like, all these, like, what do they call them? Drivers. Is it drivers? Because you got to get them game, you know, GTX 2030 or 3080. I don't know what it's called, the latest one, but you know what I'm on about. These graphic cards. Just the power to mine the Bitcoin and stuff. Well, look at this. The Hedra proof of stake public blockchain. You can stake. What's the APY? Because I tell you what, if you just stake your Hedra, you know, and you receive passive income, on top of now being on one of the most robust blockchain-ish projects out there, it could be a good look. Again, not investment advice, just showing you what I see here. Many people asked me about this project. I never did it, so you know, it's the first time doing it. Powered by hash graph consensus, achieves the highest grade of security possible. ABFT. I don't know what that means. We're blazing fast. Is that a bit? Achieves the highest. No. ABFT. What does that mean? With blazing fast transaction speeds and incredibly low bandwidth consumption. By combining high throughput, low fees, and finality in seconds, Hedra leads the way of the future of public ledgers. It's super interesting. Because, you know, when you think about, like, other projects like, is it IOTA? They had this thing called the Tangle Net, the web, something like that. It wasn't a blockchain, but it was similar. You know, you got lots of companies trying to do different things, trying to give you the next version of a blockchain. Holochain's trying to do this next version of a blockchain. And this is why I'm happy to invest in them, because what if they actually succeed? Which is why you should invest. You know, you've got to think to the future. What's going to happen? So let's break this down. What kind of gains can we see? How high can this realistically go? If Hedra seriously performs well, I mean, I haven't checked the Twitters on anything. I've got it up here. You can check, you know, see what's been going on and stuff. I'm going to have to look into it more. But I'll tell you what, if it performs seriously well and it delivers something that we don't have right now in the crypto space in relation to another type of blockchain that's going to be faster, more scalable, I could see this hitting 100 billion. I seriously can. Because as time goes on, they're going to continue to develop loads of new apps that are going to be on this new type of hash graph. And yeah, it's seriously going to blow. What are we talking of? What is 100 million? 100 billion. So let's just do this, because what's the thingy right now? That the market cap is a 4.4 billion. So what kind of gains are we talking? Or am I talking? Because, you know, I believe that's a million. Hold on. Million. 100 million. No? Million? 100 million? Billion? I think that's a billion. I'm just trying to work out the zeros. There's too many zeros. I promise you I'm not crazy either, just because I have these bursts, like, because I'm trying to look, I'm like, really? Divided by this right here, which is the market cap of HBAR, hash graph. No, Hedra. You use the hash graph. Listen, too many H's. You get a total of 22.6x gain. So if Hedra was to go on a crazy rally and, you know, spike up to 100 billion market cap, you're talking 22 times your money back, right? So, you know, if you had £1,000, that's 22 grand. Mad, crazy, ludicrous, bomb. Because, you know, people work full time for that. Let me just quickly show you something. Times this by the price, because what would the price be sitting on? Now we know that, you know, 100 billion, it's not a crazy market. You're not talking trillions in market cap. It's a doable market cap for a type of project like this can seriously blow. What kind of price is it going to be sitting on when it's at 100 billion? I need to know, so I can decide whether to invest or not. So you times it by the price we see today, 24 pence. You'd be looking at a I was confused then. £5.50 price for Hedra when it hits 100 billion market cap. Do you see that happening? Is it possible? I think it's possible. What do you think? It's insane gains, 22 grand, like I said. So I mean, I could obviously bring a lot more to this, and I probably will. I mean, this could go higher, but I wanted to give you something realistic to take with you on your journey. You know, if it does go to 100 billion, £5 price, depending on what you invest, of course, obviously it's going to be insane gains. £1,000 gives you today roughly 4,098 coins. So yeah, you know, you take the coins here, just gonna take the first few bits, then obviously you times it when you sell it at £5 a piece, £5.50 a piece. Yeah, you're looking at 22 grand. Nice. How long long's this been out? Because it's been out since like 2019. You guys, whoever been getting into HBAR a while ago, you've been buying it cheap. Less than a penny. What was I doing? I wasn't watching this, obviously. So it's been out since 2019. Interesting project. I do like it. I'm going to bring more on it. But I'm not going to dive any more into it now. I just wanted to share it with you, put it on your radar. If it was helpful... bit of cough action. If it was helpful to you, please drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Are you new? Tell me you're new. I'll write back to you. I'll say hello. What's your favorite coin as well? HBAR? Hedra? Let me know. If you want to become a patron, I have 7 tiers. You can take your pick. I recommend going for my exclusive VIP partner tier. That's this one here. It unlocks all my posts so you can see when I buy, when I sell, when I stake, when I whitelist, when I do it, wherever I'm going to do it, it's all in there. When I IDO, because you know IDO launch pads, all in there. If you want that little bit more, go for my my CEO partner tier. A little bit more in price, but you know, if you can afford it, it gives you exclusive access to my VIP Telegram group where I talk to you way before I buy it, way before I sell, way before I do anything. It's all in there. And you've got high crypto profile users sharing awesome bombs, gems, projects, big. That's all I can say. Boom. So check it out. And thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.